What's poppin'? But hella crazy because wifey gotta hook me up. But I'll let that man down so y'all can see that dopeness. Appreciate y'all popping in. Everybody that's popping in. Today we talking about a young brother in the world that had a few little issues with his dynamics going on. You know what I'm saying? Full extra the man. And while I do rock with the kid, you know, I think he made a bad mistake when he put himself in the situation of getting hurt out there, because you know this is a life-changing event. But the uniqueness about Full Extra is that he actually got a personality that ain't too far off from being him. You know what I'm saying? And so that's kind of cool for him, at least to be, people like him. He's likable. You know what I'm saying? And he built up that other platform, No Jumper. He put that thing on the map. You know what I'm saying? Him, 5'5", Crip, all of them, those guys. I've been watching it. Even though I ain't necessarily a fan of it, I still be seeing it. You know, it come across timeline. I'm black, I'm hood. So this shit come across my timeline. It's not going to miss me. So like and subscribe. Thank y'all for coming in. Let's see what he got going on right here. Look like some new stuff popped out since I was waiting on this podcast to start. So let's see what they got going.
And they done left me alive. And I done woke up out the hospital and I woke up alive. They in this thing. I'm going all the way insane. Cause I'm going crazy. And when I listen to my veins, I said I'm bleeding on this bitch. I'm dying all out. I got some shit up on my mind that I gotta get out. I said I'm flipping and I'm dying. Plus I'm coming back now. It's another demon came to see me at the hospital now. I'm looking at him like, is I'm gonna die right now? Or is heaven gonna open the gates and let me in right now? I'm back, bitch. West side folks like some blue split. Cause that's what I'm gonna get. Blue split. That's all I get on front of that. Off the back, that's all I get. And blue split. Dead home. I don't know what you thought. Dead when I'm back, folks in the hood, you know what? Oh, I'm back, bitch. Dead homies, I'm back, bitch.
BMW, he back.
I came right down here, bitch. This is for a reason. Cause I get blue strips, bitch. That's all my pockets is still with. Blue strips of West Side folks. I'm back, bitch. Stay tuned to the interview, too, before I your bitch tonight.
Yesterday that he had a conversation with some of Forrester's friends, and word on the streets is that he is shopping his return interview, and that the asking price starts at $50,000. So I'm just gonna, off rip, take a step back and say that economics of No Jumper do not allow for us to pay $50,000 for an interview, especially when the food communities and you ain't hard foods of the world are just going to put it on the gram for everybody 5 seconds after it comes out. So I hope somebody pays him $50,000 for an interview.
CNN was cracking.
I would love to.
Name is Crip. I'm hood.
Homie Crip.
Chris on the bed.
Yeah, I'm just famous.
Oh, wow.
Knocked off.
Oh, wow.
That's Mr. General is home. Welcome home. Oh, hostess. We're getting ready to make a lot. We got a record coming out. Something real extra out on good.
Love, good. Chris on the bed. Funny. On the avenue.
Get ready to make you happy.
On move. Get ready. On move.
Get home.
They thought you could get, you know. They can't get me there for 5 days to you, cuz. 55th
But you know, the county, they bubble the days. That was a 10-day flag.
Then I put me on the floor. Open the door up. You back, you get on my back, bitch.
All good. All good for the sky.
Mitch, Pablo, you see what's going on.
All
Let's
good.
not drop this track down.
All good. I'm real fired up. I'm ready to make you happy.
I'm not dropping the neck.
All good. Do it real sporty like.
Hey, everything good, so this ain't nothing new. Yeah, I'm so they can hang me now. Please, Running Avenue, Chris on the field. You see this mother? Say nothing new over here, Running Avenue. Yeah, I'm Chris on the field. Come over here and still get your ass knocked off, bitch.
So you see, he going crazy. I mean, the dude is back, and he got a nice little following out there, and that was just a rollout of a gang of his little videos just popping off. And it's kind of cool for him to be back in the game, you know what I'm saying? Because he say he want 50,000 to jump in the game. You see what he's saying? I want 50 G's to put me back in play. So, and that's, you see No Jumper CEO, Adam talking about he ain't got the money, knowing he is super millionaire, knowing he been making mad money off the hip hop industry all this time. You got 50 bands, but he's saying he don't want the video to get done and then get popped right back out there. What up, Jay? So he is wilding though. I ain't gonna lie, man. But he's funny and he's entertainment, bro. And that's really what it's all about, man. You know, making money, putting the personality out there, and the people fuck with him. And that's nowhere around it. He got a fan base. The people rock with him. You know what I'm saying? And it's funny, you know, let me see what Charleston White got to say about him real quick, because, you know, Charleston White has something to say about him.
On No Jumper. So No Jumper gets the brand of 4 Extra. You are no longer 4 Extra burning out new crib. You are 4 Extra missing fingers burning out new crib. This is something way more better, nigga. You done been injured in the world is talking about it. You done generated money for people for damn near a week. Flat, eating, still eating off your name. Mr. Burning Crip, you ain't wrong for saying I want 50,000. You need $50,000 up front in order to go sit back.
No, Pablo, man, that ain't no damn Crawford. You do look like him, though.
You want 50,000 with a monthly residual.
Hell yeah.
A monthly residual. A monthly residual meaning you get somewhat of a stipend or a salary, anywhere from, you need 50,000 a month to cover these medical bills. This is kind of put you back in somewhat of a right standing.
It sounds great in theory, but it would actually be the worst thing for No Jumper. Let's just say 4 Extra comes back. 607 said he was making $7K a month at No Jumper. So let's say 4 Extra makes just as much, if not a little more. Let's say 8,000. He comes back, his celebrity is much larger right now, so they give him a raise of $10,000 a month. So a raise of 10K a month, plus let's say 50K up front. So you would essentially pay 4 Extra this year almost $200,000 for about 2 or 3 interviews per month. Now, 4 Extra does about, let's say, 150,000 views per interview. Let's say because of the newfound fame, his numbers raise up by, let's say, 100%. It goes up to 300,000 per interview. You are already, like, you will struggle to really, recoup back your money off of 300,000 views. Like, you would really struggle to recoup back that money.
And I disagree with that, because YouTube pay money over time. So if you got a video up of 4 Extra right now, and he continues to do videos, continues to get famous, you're going to continue to make money. So yeah, you might not make it the first weekend that you actually put the video out. Other people are going to be jumping on it, but you're going to make this money back. So that I don't agree with that. You know what I'm saying? Let's see what else Charleston White got to say. He's giving advice about what old boy should do with his brand.
Come on now. So back to 4 Extra. You back in class, 4 Extra. Go get your own YouTube channel. The YouTube go help you with the residuals. If you go back to No 22 Jumper, you got to have some upfront payment money. He ain't broke. He just filed it for bankruptcy so he can play broke around y'all. He half-ass scared of y'all. See, this is what Adam No Jumper 22 done went and done. He done went and got a bunch of piranhas as pets. And he feed these piranhas. Now when he stick his hand in that water, these piranhas don't know which, but he ain't bite anything. He got pets as piranhas. So one day they gonna bite him. I'm telling you, you ain't gotta bite him. You put a value on your work. Go blue check your Instagram. Start monetizing that. Get one of them little criminals out the set to take everything you done ever done online and put it on the hard drive. Because you don't own the content for this your intellectual property. Everything you done ever said online.
Hey, Avy, what's good? I see you back, bro.
Getting some views, no extra. Take your voice off the back, cuz. Trademark it. So take your voice.
Hit that like button, y'all.
I went and done some research on you, just like you did game, because didn't nobody give me the game. Take every video of yours, whether it's on Facebook, Adam No Jumper, nothing. You take that voice of yours, and you bring it to BMI or ASCAP, and you submit your voice as if it's a live performance, and you start getting paid for all them streaming on YouTube.
Good work. I just did my cardio.
So when they start putting your voice on TikTok, they pay you for the voiceover. 4 extra. They voice over you 4 extra, and ain't nobody giving you a game. Adam ain't giving you a game. Take every video you got, because that's your intellectual property, and you submit it to ASCAP or BMI, and then you started getting a royalty check like the rappers getting for their music for your interview. Man, this shoot kind of game I got from you.
Yo,
Kyrie, you gotta watch yourself, man.
This is good.
So
game.
that's basically a great information that he gave him, man, about putting his name in an industry like that, putting his name out there, and capitalizing off his brand. That's critical information.
You avoid trouble.
If you can't see that type of shit, then you could be losing out here. That guy, For Extra, got a big brand right now. You know what I'm saying? People really paying attention to him and giving him a game and giving him a lot of look. You know what I'm saying? He got a lot of look in the industry right now. And that's critical. You know what I'm saying? So let me see what else Charleston White got going on real quick about him. And we're going to talk about that after this little stupid commercial. In 3, 2, 1.
Big Island took a liking to me. I don't do it all. Asking him, I don't do it. So the few niggas I do this on Crib Mac, I try to OG person, but I ain't never went in depth like this. I ain't never got on my nigga and went in depth like I'm giving you. Nigga, I'm giving you some in-depth game. So hear me out. In-depth game. So take all your videos and go submit them to you. Be on my ASCAP. Set it up, register, pay your monthly fee. Now you start getting, every time a video plays, you got money coming home. If you were to die right now today, and you got all them videos, your family, your kids, if you got kids that eat federal money, but if you were to die right now today, and you ain't got it, all them people who've been interviewing you will make so much goddamn money off if you was to go back to jail. Adam No Jumper 22 are down there get on his knees with Lemon, and they share that sucker to get interviewed me. But I would never let him interview me. I would never in life sit down on No Jumper Adam 22. Never. But no extra. They say you done nubbed a few of them fingers. They say you got hands like this now. So you got nub a few of them fingers. Now, that nub is like that. You ain't gonna be able to ball and fist up no more. You be able to, you still be able to do that and still be dangerous. It ain't too many 3-finger toughness.
I did see a video recently before I did.
And that's funny.
This promo with this
I gotta
brand
stop
in
that
particular,
real
and
quick.
at the end-
Let me stop that real quick. He said ain't too many 3 gangster niggas. And that's crazy, man. So my man Kyrie and Trey, hey, what's going on, man? Y'all going crazy out there. Why don't y'all hit the like button and stop scaring the ladies, man? Yo, but anyway, I just think that that's kind of crazy that old boy had went through that, man. You know what I'm saying? And then losing a hand like that. Oh my God. I mean, you stuck like that for the rest of your life. And then the wintertime finna slide in. Thanks for hitting that like button too, man. I know y'all gonna hit some more. Hit that like button. Let me know where y'all from. You in here now. We deep. Let me know where you from. I'm gonna shout your town out. Show me where y'all from. What's up? You in the hood. We from the hood. Where you from? You know what I'm saying? Hey, thanks for the sub, Trey. Trey, you out here. You out here with it, Trey. I appreciate that. So I guess, man, that's just one of those things that you gotta look at and just kind of take it. You know what I'm saying? But look, I think old boy got another one going on real quick. Let me see it. Let me pop that real quick. Stop, because it's moving kind of fast. I want y'all to hear what's going on. We trying to move it kind of fast, YouTube. What's up, Ontario? Okay, yeah, it's dope in Ontario.
Off the back, press on the feed, turn it out and one back on back, turn it out. Dead home, but I came to make this video for all my supporters and all my fans, to everybody that show love and gave support around this world. That's what I came to make this video for everybody around this world. Right now, I had to make this motherfucking video for all the supporters and all my fans around the world. Off the back, dead homies. Just for every real nigga around the world and every real female around the world. To all the little kids that show support around the world. On Current Avenue, off the back, I gotta show y'all support and give my respect to y'all. Dead homies, I love y'all. That's off the back, off my back, off the back. Nigga, off the back, I ain't gonna stop saying it. Nigga, that's my heart. Dead homies. Current Avenue Creek, dead homies. Thank you for all your support, for all your love, for being here, from around this world, everybody from around this world, for every real nigga, every real female, for being there for me, nigga, support, nigga, showing up, nigga, showing your love, nigga, to everybody in the industry, nigga, that shows your love, and shows your support. Shout out to Kevin Gates, that hood up, nigga, a real nigga, Vernon Avenue, on the dead homie. You forever locked in on Vernon Ave, nigga, on hood. To every motherfucking real nigga around this world that shot me out from the end of the street to the ghetto, to the blocks, to the streets, to the schools, nigga, on the hood, nigga, I love you. On Vernon Avenue, nigga, on the back, on the dead homies. That's real nigga, real female shit, on the dead homies, on the hood. And I always say, love it like you love it. I had to love that one on Vernon Ave, nigga, on the dead homies. I had to make this video to every real nigga, every real female, and every kid, to everybody that showed the support around the world. On Vernon Ave, I had to make it. Dead homies. And I'm healing up quick. I'm healing up quicker than niggas think. So on Vernon Avenue, nigga, dead homies, you better be ready, bitch. Cause this the only thing you did is open doors to make me a more adult.
So you can see right there that he really getting back to it, and that he trying to put all that shit behind him and be back to what his normal world is. Whatever his normal world is for him. You know what I'm saying? But that, you know, it make you wonder, like, damn, man, is he going to be able to recover from all this shit? You know what I'm saying? All his whole hand gone, you know, from a 4th of July weekend. You know what I'm saying? Somebody else came on here earlier and said they hurt themselves on the 4th of July weekend. This very 4th of July weekend, firecracker went off in his hand. He ain't lose no hand, but it's just a shock. You know what I'm saying? Scared the shit out you. So it's like one of those things where dude really had, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I agree with you, El Native. It say, I agree with you. You know, he'll never be the same again. Now, you know, he probably got a nice little facade on the outside, but on the inside, you know, I could imagine he crying. I can imagine he's sad. I can imagine he thinking about it like, man, I lost my hand, bro. Like, I mean, man, forever, like for the rest of your life, 25, 30 years into the future, you lost your hand. And that's nothing to even laugh about or even be joking about. It's really sad because it's like, damn, man. For extra on the 4th of July, losing 4 fingers. And then forever, bro. See, we gonna forget about this. The natives say it was a curse. Damn, could it have been a curse? Man, that's a crazy element because I heard about that. Somebody had also mentioned that one guy he was beefing with had put a curse on him. That's even more wicked. You know what I'm saying? Hit the like button if you think it was a curse. Hit the like button if you think it wasn't a curse. But I mean, sometimes, hey, what if it was? You know what I'm saying? Like he had somebody put a curse on you, and then now all of a sudden, you are locked out to a point where your hand is locked forever. If I saw that person again, he came and whoop his ass. Like, how you gonna punch him? How you gonna grab him? You gotta tell your friends, man, get him. You know, because, you know, he put a curse on him or something like that because that guy's supposed to be real curse, you know, oriented or whatever. For extra, knocked the skull cup. Everyone was knocked the skull cup. Everyone was in shock when it happened. Oh, okay, I didn't see that. I don't know about that. You know what I'm saying? I don't know about that particular scenario. But I do know that this nigga lost a hand. Young Solo said he got 2 fingers now. El Native said, I'm team 4 extra. Yeah, I rock with the kid, man. You know, hit the like button, man, if you rock with 4 extra, man. If you rock with 4 extra, hit the like button. If you just think he cool, if you just think he fancy, if you just think he got a nice personality for the internet, you know what I'm saying? If he had a podcast, you see he rapping that, you know what I'm saying? You see he got the rap thing going. You know what I'm saying? And that's what you got to do. You got to take these things, moments, and capitalize off of them and turn them into something more effective for you to have a future. Because at the end of the day, you still got a long life to go. Like, it's a long way to go. It's not like life is over with because you lost your 2 or 3 fingers. It's like life got a long journey ahead of you, and you got to be there for it. You can't run away from life because of this. You know what I'm saying? Let's see what they got going on right here. Here go another 4 extra.
Other than that, nigga, I'm back. West side, cause that's what I'm eating. Blue strip. That's all I get on Vernon Avenue, nigga. Off the back, that's all I get is blue strip. Dead home. I don't know what a nigga thought. Dead home when I'm back before he's in the hood, you know I'm 4-0, I'm back. It's dead homies, I'm back. Getting blue. I came right down here and picked this one for a reason. Cause I get blue strip. That's all my pockets is filled with. Blue strip. Homies, I'm back. Stay tuned to it. Fuck. No.
She the gang line nigga, she the gang line nigga, cause she ain't my nigga, cause she ain't my nigga, cause she gang line nigga. Come to the hood, she get gang line nigga.
So he ready for the next phase.
Other than that, nigga, I'm
That's what I'm gonna eat. Blue stick. That's all I eat on burning that. Niggas walking back. That's all I eat. Blue stick. Head on I don't know what it is. Head on I'm back. Oh, you know I'm. Oh, I'm back. Shit. Head on I'm back. Shit. I get blue. I can right down here. For a reason. Cause I get blue shit, bitch. That's on my pocket. Still with blue shit. The website focus. I'm back, bitch. Stay tuned to the interview too. Before I fuck your bitch tonight.
So a one-handed dude can quick take your girl. That'll be a phenomenon. That'll be a real phenomenon right there. So a one-handed dude can snatch your lady. Like, hey, what you gonna do? Like a one-handed dude take your lady. Hey man, we get it in right there. Or I might have to look at my lady and be like, you bogus for trying to be with this guy, man. You know what I'm saying? So it's crazy, man. I don't even know what the heck.
Extra's career at No Jumper after the firework injury, and he did.
Yeah, it's like we never know what's gonna happen with 4 Extra now, but definitely he's gonna be famous for the rest of his life. I mean, even this weekend where this passed, where he had no hand, it's gonna go down in history of his own mental history. You know what I'm saying? Like, we gonna forget this 4th of July one day in our life. All of us, we gonna forget this 4th of July. We ain't gonna even remember it. It's gonna be like another month go by. It's gonna be something else moving in your world, and you're gonna more be focused on that. But forevermore, he gonna always have the reference back to this. You know what I'm saying? El Nader said a lot of fools gonna want to fade him right now. Yeah, for sure, because he was talking that shit, and that's how it go. People wait till you fall, and that's when they ready to jump on you. You know, people wait till you crash, and that's when they ready to pounce. And so now if he gonna still be a gangster, then he gotta gangster up. You know what I'm saying? If he's still gonna be gangster. But, you know, I don't think it's going to be to his benefit to be gangster, because what the fuck that's going to do for you? You know what I'm saying? You know, you a gangster and you can't fight, and then everybody trying to pull you to their neighborhood to fight or run up on you. El Nader said Fletcher needs to capitalize right now and trademark himself and make money. Facts. See, you already know business. Yup. If he ain't did it already, I'd have been asking somebody to loan me some money to go trademark my shit. If I was Adam 22, before you got on my brand, I would get trademark off of your shit. If I was No Jumper 22, I'd be like, yo, y'all want to be on my platform? I want to trademark you, and you got to give me 10% of your trademark, and you get the other 90. And I'd go to my lawyers and I'd do it, because they blowing up off of his platform. And so now you understand how the game go, that everybody coming up off your platform, you put them in play, and you get a cut off their brand. And then forevermore, no matter what videos they make or whatever shit you make, you get a cut. It's all intertwining on the brands now. Everything is not upside down, because it ain't Nike and all these huge joints. It's like people personal brands. So it can make it happen. Let me see what they got going on. Compton Rig Rock, he up there in LA, so he be knowing what's going on. Yeah, hey, Adam is mad you can't use 4 Extra no more, but that would hurt you though. If you can't use one of your main dudes dropping out on you, that'll break your heart when your money was relying on him.
Like on a Magic Mountain roller coaster ride, and something happened, people will still be into it, but the more the story comes out,
I feel like we gotta be careful to not talk about this in such a callous way. People would still be into it.
No, because here's the thing. Initially, I thought 4X was holding it, and his buddy went to light it, and then maybe it went off, right?
Mm-hmm.
I just kind of learned the other day they were in a car.
That's what I heard.
So, respectfully, when people hear stuff like that, it's like when you hear something.
Ain't no allegation, I don't think, bro. I saw that video
like,
too.
You hear like, all right, man, dude got hit because he was saving a kid in the middle of the street and the car struck his hip, but he got the kid out the way. It's like, oh shit, you know, that's conversation. You know, people kind of got feelings and emotions for that. They champion that. But then you hear like, oh man, dude broke his leg because he jumped off the top of the building high off PCP. Be like, yo, dude burnt out.
Oh yeah.
Well, you know, like if he was in traffic and it happened, or a roller coaster ride, and people like feel some type of way, his family still feels some type of way, regardless how the injury happened. Things happen. I done seen people that accidentally pop themselves playing around with a firearm, you know, regardless of the fact that it still happened, and you know, it's just a sad situation. And, you know, I don't think that one way or the other make it even lesser how somebody should feel about it, especially when you got family members and friends and close, you know, people that still love you. They feel some type of way about it, regardless of the internet do.
and that everybody had completely moved on like 48 hours later.
Yeah, but you know what the narrative was. The dumbest narrative that trumped everything. He had it done on purpose, right? People started to push that narrative.
Just like the Tupac and Suge Knight
I'm gonna cop the Rick Rock, get that point out.
thing when everybody said that Suge Knight had somebody shoot the car up. It's the same thing, man. People gonna come on here and make up stuff, man, and say things, but hey, man, the reality of this stuff is the reality of it, man.
Joe didn't say that about the Forrester thing. I mean, I just watched a clip of Joe Budden saying that he didn't believe it, at least in part because he doesn't believe anything that I say.
Well, maybe that's a shot at you because he hasn't taken one in a while.
No, but
you took several shots at Joe.
But whatever, that was a long time ago. All I'm saying is that Joe Budden, like, still is doing the thing that I thought was personally pretty annoying already, like, the day that it happened. A lot of people, King Pill notably, was hitting me up, basically telling me, like, I know that shit AI. I know you're running a play.
No. A lot of people thought it was fake.
Me too.
I was hoping it was fake.
Yeah,
My first thing to Lupe and Remo was, tell me this ain't real.
Right.
Right? Not that it was AI. I was hoping he was running a play.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Because you can't even bring yourself as a man. Bro, he just had a birthday. You just turned 36 or so? Something like that?
Something like that, 37 maybe.
As a man, a middle-aged man, that's middle age. You halfway through 70, right? And we're thinking at the time his whole hand is gone.
Right.
Him being him, right? To have to mentally deal with that.
Yeah.
And it's not your left. It's your right. It's the one you depend on the most, the one you use the most.
The one that you've been telling us that you're very, very good with for
Thanks for the
the
love.
entirety of the time.
He didn't say he was just good with the right. He said he whooped hands, and when he whooped ass.
So now we got to see if what he's saying is accurate, because he basically is whack 100 saying you got to basically be without a hand for the rest of your life. Hit that like button. We appreciate the love. And it's like, damn, man. I mean, you know, you pray to God that this don't happen to you or nobody you know, especially your kids or yourself. You know what I'm saying? But life keeps lifing. You know what I'm saying? And nobody predicted that for Extra. He was like a fancy dude in the industry, you know, doing his hip-hop world. And then all of a sudden he got caught up in this. It's like horrifically sad. And he got to live with this for the rest of his life. You know what I'm saying? And that right there is enough to make you go crazy. You know what I'm saying? Let me see what else Wack got to say before we move on from Wack.
So I'm bracing myself. All the trolling didn't bother me because I immediately injected myself with anti-troll, don't get mad.
Yeah, you
Because
can.
they coming.
Yeah, you can.
I knew certain people was coming, and I knew that if I responded, they would keep coming. Right? So it was like, all right, cool. He's alive. He can walk. I'm still a little worried about his vision.
Same.
You know what I'm saying? I don't know what that is. But long as he can see, there's other things they can do as far as, you know, enhancement with glasses and things and so forth.
And he just released photos in the hospital, and I'm actually kind of unsure because in some of the photos it looks like he's like squinting and shit, like his eyes look kind of different. And then
Probably
in some of the photos his eyes look like they're wide open, but that doesn't necessarily mean that his vision is totally
Well,
bad.
you know, when damage,
He was in an explosion, man.
So now we see that everybody kind of see him back, kicking it, laughing, being back his jovial personality. And that's a good thing for this young dude because, you know, like you said, I don't know if I could deal with waking up the next morning not having a hand. You know what I'm saying? How that would mentally make me deal with going on in life. You know what I'm saying? Would I be happy and shit? Would I be sad? Would I be, no, look at these look how big these damn things are, man. You can see these fucking, look at these damn things. This what blew up on Shorty right here. Look at them things. And you throwing this in a car. You know what I'm saying? Like this is inside a vehicle. You let one of them go. And if it caught in the early part of the stem, in any of this area right there, in the early part of the stem, then you gone. You know, I can't show it. Well, I can't. If it caught any of this area right here, these large areas, these big stems, that's death. Look, it could catch right here. If it catch right here, it's spam. Look at this black part. This lets you know it's danger because you can see this black part right here. letting you know that if it catch right here, you are already that. It could be an M80 real magma, but that could be an M1000. Look how big this joint is, man. These joints is big as hell. If you holding this in your hand, grab one with your hand, and then he got it in it. It cover up your, look at that. It cover up your whole hand. From the top of his hand all the way to the bottom. This thing, he got like a little baby hand left at the bottom. And the rest of this stuff is all crazy. Oh, he says a half a stick. Okay, yeah. So now, but you can see he had two of them. And what if they both went off? We don't know how many even went off. Some people, when I was growing up, they'd tie these together. They'd tie these together and bomb them at the same time. I'm talking about, you know, this way back in the day. So people would twist those together and then bomb the thing at the same time. Like, you talking about horrific sound. You running like, goddamn, you know, but then you start getting older, you start realizing don't even go close to that shit because you don't know what's close by it. Like some glass could crack or a rock could fly and then you get busted in the head. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, okay, that was AV. He had that situation early. He said, well, my firework blew up in my face and the spark was lightning. But it went off too soon. Don't play with that shit anymore. It's not worth it. Yeah, see, and that's the thing. Like it could go off too soon, and you can see the stick. You can see them. They serious business. You got to really be on your game to be around something like that. But you know, it'd be fun. You drinking, you hanging out. You know, I don't blame nobody for having a mistake or have a problem like that. But you know, it's scary. You know what I'm saying? And then it's to affect the rest of your life. You know what I'm saying? 30 years into the future, it's on you. You can't even be mad at somebody else. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn, man, it was your fault. It was you who did this. It's like, I made a mistake. And then everybody who you know, you got to tell them. Like, what happened? Man, I was playing with fireworks and it blew up. What? You got to tell them. And he a famous person, so everybody know. You know? Yeah, real magma, they are deadly in some cases. Some people could die. Some people do die off of that stuff, man. It's real horrific. It's real scary, man. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, you got to just be grateful that it didn't happen either. Say again? Heck no. So, yeah, it's just one of those things that you just got to kind of be careful about when you're dealing with the fireworks. And, you know, we all going to have a 4th of July swinging back around in, 11 months? Well, yeah, it's coming right back. It ain't gonna never stop. It's like a part of American structure. So don't even play with it. You know, step back, be careful. You know what I'm saying? Grady said we got to stop buying them from the other man's trunk. Store only. Be careful. But you know, even in the stores, they're not gonna be responsible if you crash, if you blow up. It's like one of them things where you just gotta use, you know, a lot of discernment and think. You know what I'm saying? Like, be careful because you can see that that's something that lasts the rest of your life. And we all want to live. Who the hell want to be gone or dead? Or, oh, man, it's crazy. Like, it's crazy. You know what I'm saying? And you know, Adam and them just going on with their life. And they say, no, we can buy them. You just got to use it carefully. Yeah, if it's a certain thing, it's a certain thing of using them carefully. Like, how do you use fireworks? I mean, I'm sure it is. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? HTC, you wildin', my man. I'm gonna see what got some more to say real quick. We're listening to Compton Rick Rock. James Dunn said, man, I didn't blow up my hand off, but 11 years ago, he almost got totally lost from a scooter incident caused by someone who pulled out in front of me in reckless block away. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, that could happen to us all, my Jeep. It ain't none of this stuff is nice, man. We just got to keep living because ain't none of us going to be able to get through this if we don't stop. If we stop living, you know what I'm saying? Life keeps lifing. And for extra situation, it's just so horrific because the whole world get to know about it. It's like, damn, it ain't even a secret. Everybody breathing get to know.
Is done to these intricate parts behind our eye.
Yeah.
Even that has to heal. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure they probably don't want him in the sun.
I was looking into it, just asking ChatGPT and everything, and it was basically saying that it's not that uncommon for you to lose a significant amount after something like that and to get it back later. One thing that kind of pissed me off is that Lupe called me yesterday and basically told me that she got fired as his manager because people in his family basically think.
Not true. I just heard her in the background on the video that
Apparently, somebody named Lupe, his manager, got fired, but I don't know shit about that.
We just posted, 2 days ago when he was doing the blue strips. He was doing a promotion for blue strips, and at the end of the video, you can clearly hear Lupe laughing. She's not going nowhere. She's been doing her thing with these guys, man. She definitely has brought 2 viral people to the internet, Crib Mac, and she brought 4 extra to the internet. She knows what she's doing when it comes to this, to finding this talent or finding these people that she found.
Okay, I did. I know who they talking about now. I thought there was old boy, what's the name, girlfriend. My man, HTC, why don't you hit the like button, quit going crazy. James Dunn, that's fact. Never thought I would be a victim myself, so I understand. Glad he is back, though. Yeah, I like to see the guy back, too, man, because that brand that he built is going to keep building out. You know what I'm saying? He's going to keep having a fan base. He's going to keep being strong in the industry. He's going to keep making moves. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully his music will come out and he'll be doing all these things that he likes to do. As you can see. Oh, wait a minute. I got a coffee. I can go hit my coffee. Y'all got to give me 2 seconds. I'm going to let y'all listen to know while I hit my coffee real quick. I forgot. I never hit the coffee.
Who outed the fact that he is having difficulties with his vision, which is actually not true. You're in that group chat with me and Remo. She did not say anything about that, and if anything, I think that she was kind of fudging the truth by telling us that his vision was fine.
Lupe said, I remember, she said he's good, right? He has a little damage to his hand. It's not bad. Other than that, he's the same old Forex. She never mentioned nothing about no eyesight. She never
she's not gonna do that.
Photos or pictures.
They from the same area.
Actually, I'm gonna be real. It's his homies that's sending the photos.
Really?
Who else was in that parking lot left?
I don't know. I think
You
they
know what I'm saying?
tried to lock it down right away because
I haven't ran any content on it, but I definitely know a female whose son was in that area, and he's definitely not from over there. And he actually has some pictures. I just didn't post none of those pictures. You know what I'm saying? I didn't feel like that was needed to be shared. Some of the imagery that I did see, but it was definitely other people that was in that parking lot that just wasn't from his neighborhood. That picture definitely could have got put out there by anybody, because I definitely seen it, and I called Count Capone right when it happened because I knew exactly when it happened. But man, we don't know who put it out there.
it's like you would have thought that you would have seen clips of him being loaded into the ambulance.
I got a
we really
photo.
didn't see a lot from that.
I got a photo that come from somebody on his side that he sent to somebody that, you know,
Really?
yeah, like I won't get nobody because I don't want to come out. You know what I'm saying? So, but it definitely didn't come from no damn Lupe.
A lot of people have photos.
Listen, motherfuckers say what they want about Lupe. Lupe's not going against the grain.
Yeah, no, she
definitely not. They from the same area. She can't go against the grain. They from the same area. That's how she.
Yeah, I do remember that. Curtis.
That C-Mac. They all from the same area.
was like,
Yeah, she ain't going against
it's
the
kind of weird because, all right, so I sent him a voice note like early on, and then today, before he actually posted the photos, I went to send him another voice note, and I noticed his numbers coming up green right now. So I'm not really sure if he's even bothering to charge his phone or where he's at exactly with that. So I don't know. I'm a little bit concerned.
It's a middle. You got to remember, like, respectfully, right? Thinking about you and what you represent, thinks about him having to talk about it and expose whatever he's going through. Because you just genuinely want to go see him as a brother, right? That's it. But thinking about you, he thinks about this table.
Yeah, like someone told
saying?
me that he thought that I wanted to go there and film, which obviously that's...
Oh, he didn't think you was going to go there and film. I guess when he went to the court, when he had his trial, all y'all was there filming. So, you know, 9 times out of 10, a person could only think that, like, man, I had the court date. They was here filming, had a whole camera crew. So I'm pretty sure they're going to get some content. That's probably why he didn't want nobody to come, you know. That's all. Like, what y'all think? Y'all let me know what y'all think.
Totally.
No,
I didn't even mention that idea. Obviously, it's totally in his hands, and that's the weird thing about it is that, and see, every single thing I say, they're gonna act like it was like a joke. Because like even in the first one, I said fingers crossed. People are like, oh look, he's intentionally clowning him. That was not on purpose. But all I'm saying is that I obviously am trying to just let him get better. If he wants to do content, if he wants to do whatever. we can get to it. But first and foremost, we're concerned about him just being good and really just his mental health in general, because there's going to be a lot of shit for him to get used to, even if it's just the hand. And also in that photo that came out, you can see that there's something going on with his left hand too, like his left hand.
All right, y'all gonna have to go over there to the Adam and Wax show. This is No Jumper. This conversation, it goes way deeper than this. It gets y'all go over there and check it out for yourself, man. This the Adam and Wax show just dropped today over here on No Jumper. So what y'all think, man? I think the boy gonna be all right, man. Whether he get the $50,000 or not, do I think that he's going to get it? Yes, it might not be from none of these guys. It might be from God, because I'm gonna tell y'all something, man. The dude energy is still positive. He's still on the internet doing positive things, and he haven't said one negative thing yet, except, yeah, I'm getting better. I'm healing up. I'm better than what y'all think. I don't think that he's talking about violence. I think he's talking about, when he said, y'all done made me a more animal, I think that he's about to go animalistic on, you know, everything that he's trying to do. His music. He's trying to go bigger with this podcast and with this internet. He's on the internet to stay. He's not going anywhere for no time soon. When Crip Mac come out, you know he gonna pick him right back up. They gonna do some content. And it ain't even about his hand. It's about the energy that he's giving. It's a whole lot of disabled people out here right now that's making a lot of noise, because it ain't about that. It's about what can you bring to the table, your energy to the table, knowing how to get the crowd going, and he definitely know how to do that. If they was to bring him back on this show tomorrow, he would break more numbers than any show that's been done on No Jumper. But anyway, man, let me know what y'all think in the comment section. It's Compton Rick Robert, Compton Rick Rock TV, and I'll catch all of y'all on the next one. Like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel, Compton Rick Rock TV.
All right, you got a chance to see what Compton Rick Rock had to say. We also listened to Whack 100 and all of their bosses over there. What's his name? Adam 22. And I just like to hear what their conversation is, because these are the people he was around. And, you know, he making money for, not necessarily Whack so much, but he was around the other guys, you know what I'm saying, making money for old boy Adam, getting him paid, building up his platform. It's my first time tasting some shit called monk fruit in my coffee, so they say it's supposed to be healthier than sugar and all this crap. But anyway, yo, so that's why I thought that it was good to hear from those guys' perspective, because these are people here around, man. And if the people you're around don't want to see you do good or don't want to see you succeed, these ain't your friends. That's what we was talking about in a podcast right before this. We was talking about the little boy Meech, the young Meech, and how he put one of his homies in a bind for being a damn snitch about him. Hopefully I'll have that video clip up here so you can watch it when you run this back. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, dude trusted Meech, and then he get around Meech, and then he do these things and shit like that. Now, luckily in this particular situation, nobody actually pushed old boy in this moment. He did it on his own. You understand what I'm saying, Curtis? But let me see. Right, I don't drink, so I believe I would have had been high. M82 of them. RH, why did you steal my pink lighter last night? Okay, he gone. Yeah, so anyway, you get to see how people be kind of crazy about making moves. You know what I'm saying? I actually like Shorty. You know what I'm saying? I think that him coming back and doing brand deals and, you know, helping other people build their brands, that's really what you got to do with this internet stuff, man. You got to put a lot of effort into it and help people build their shit up, and like that allows him to have his brand stand out further too. You know what I'm saying? But losing a hand is crazy. You know what I'm saying? Tell me, if you had to lose a hand, which one would you be okay with going with? Your right one or your left one? Which hand would you be okay? Let me know in the comment section if you had to lose a hand. Which one would be more easier for you to accept? Because again, you have to live with this for the rest of your life. When you 60, when you 50, when you 80, you're going to be thinking again about July 4th, 2025. We'll probably be to forgot about that and moved on in our personal ideals and lives. He'll never be able to get on. He'll never be able to forget this. He'll always have to do this. You know what I'm saying? And I just feel sad for the guy. You know what I'm saying? No, I'm not doing that, man. But I appreciate you, Karsten. You need to go ahead and find somebody else that's interested in that. You know what I'm saying? But do hit the like button and subscribe button. That is easy to do. You know what I'm saying? But my man losing a hand, and he a fighter. That's all he wanted to do was fight, and kept saying, "I'll punch you out." And I guess he used to fight a lot in jail. Now imagine going to jail now. Imagine going to jail now where the people grab you and lock you up, put you behind. First of all, putting your hand behind your back inside of an arrest moment is going to be some fucking pain. Then obviously they take you back to the front, and now they walking you in the building, and you got to sit down. There's all kind of dirt and nasty shit in here. You can get an infection in your shit. It's gonna take them 2 or 3 years for the pain to at least stop being something you could think about. And you reach for something and forget your hand gone. You can't grab stuff no more. You dominant right hand, so now you got to be dominant left hand. You know what I'm saying? Then you used to touching a girl or whatever. Your brain just automatically reach with your right hand. You know what I'm saying? Then are these people going to be able to give him some prosthetic fingers or something like that? Are they going to be able to help him get back to being a normal person with normal hand? You know what I'm saying? All that stuff is going to matter, man. And it's not something that normal people would think about because you ain't going to lose no hand. That's like nothing you thinking about, you know, but none of us know our future, you know, and the guy getting on no jumper, could that have been a lead into him having a moment to crash and break it, lose his hand? Because he's so excited and he's so pumped up. The internet is showing you so much love. And every time you do something, you go on viral. It's like, this me, I'm lit. What's up? Hey, give it to me. Come on, let's put this on camera too. And then all of a sudden, it's a dangerous moment, but you ain't thought this through. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes safety is first in a lot of scenarios, but you don't realize it. You know, sometimes you have to really look at how safety is first. I got a cousin on the 4th of July. He lives in the way out. So in his yard, he got a bonfire. Now, I live in the city. You can't have no fucking bonfire. And when I was a kid, they used to put garbage cans on fire. But cuz lived way out. So he got a bonfire, it's like a gigantic fire you could light. So at night he lights it, right? I want to see it. So I'm like, damn, let me see this shit. I almost could show y'all. I think I got a picture of it somewhere in the back of this motherfucker, but I could show y'all how it looked. But anyway, so he wanted to light this fire. So I can't wait to see this shit. I'm like, damn, you guys got a fucking fire thing in this crib? I don't think I could show it. I only think I got one picture. I think I only got one picture, but you can't even really see it. But you can see it's not lit. The fire's not going up, but you can see. I basically shot a bunch of video, but it looked like I got one picture, and you can see how inside this little pit right here is just a bunch of shit. It's at night, so you can't see the shit surrounding it. But when he lights it, this shit go up to about this high. It go up to about this. I'm talking about a fire so fucking big, you'd be like, God damn. You know, I'm not used to seeing that because, you know, unless a house is on fire, you don't see shit like that. Boom, fire go up so fucking. I got the video, but you can't play video on green screen. The fire is so big, right? But what the trick is, I didn't realize how much heat come off the fire. So when he lights it, even though we far as a motherfucker, we way away from this shit. The heat, man, that shit smacked the fuck out of you. And I can see why people lose these things. Or when they light a fire like that, you could die from the fucking fire intensity. You could see. And I'm like, damn. I ain't realized that, obviously. I was happy to be a fire, but I ain't think that, you know, just being close to one could burn the shit out your ass. It just never even thought it. You know, but this is the thing that Full Extra did. Now he at this little moment, and it's like a firecracker, but you just thinking it's you know, maybe they had already blew a few of them up. The other people could have had already hit a few. Boom, boom, it's on you now. You like, I bet I'm next. And then it hit you. And now you walking around fucked up forever, like for the rest of your life. Like your hand is gone and ain't no coming back. And it's like, how do you probably running back the day in your mind, like, man, what happened earlier today, man? When I woke up, I put my clothes on, I spoke to much, and then I went down there. That's when Tony called me and said they finna run to the store. I said, I'm gonna go with y'all. Like, you running back, like, when could I have stopped? When could I have said, man, I'm not going? Nah, I'm cool. Hey, y'all go ahead. Hey, nah, let's not buy them. Let's get these little sparklers. Like, when was the moment where you could have stopped this shit? But you just, you know, Elizabeth, what's good? I just hope that the guy can mentally recover because, again, it'll be hard for me to go on with my life. I don't even know if he got kids. See, if he got kids already, it might be a little bit better because your kids will start talking to you, make you feel good. They still gonna love you. They still gonna rock with you. They ain't gonna give a damn about no damn missing fingers and all that shit. It's people who you don't know. It's people who ain't in your, people who like find out about it and then want to talk shit online or whatever, especially being a celebrity and being famous. people will talk shit and talk about you being a celebrity and the fact that you got your name out there so big. But that come along with the territory. So I don't think he's gonna be so sensitive where he like, oh, they talking about me. Oh, my hand, my hand. You supposed to capitalize off of it. You could go and work on a Tubi movie. See, everything go back to filmmaking with me. Why? Why? You could go back and make you a Tubi movie, and you could be the vampire, the one-handed killer, the one-handed wooden killer, and they put some kind of fancy dumb shit on your hand with the fucking digital camera, the digital seat with the video, the green screen, and now you walking around chopping motherfuckers' heads off in some independent movie that y'all shot right there in LA. You pop it up there for extra plays, Hacksaw Hand. Oh shit, he had a movie called Hacksaw Hand. What the fuck? Didn't they just lose his motherfucking hand? So he had a movie called Hacksaw Hand, and then you get everybody from LA or anybody that's one of them no jumper phone homies to get in the movie. Y'all fuck around, do a story, get ChatGPT to help you with the storyline, and now y'all got all y'all boys playing in it. Boom, you could be either the killer or you could be the main character. See, all this stuff is capitalization. You got to try to utilize it to turn it to something that you can make money from, because he got the name credibility. The people are already watching, the people interested in his story, they're interested in what he got going on. How do you make that money? How do you make money from it? And that's what I would say. You got rap going on. You saw in the beginning of this video, he in the studio, he rapping. He trying to make himself a career out as a rapper. That's fine, because if you got the skills, you got the skills. And then you already doing promo. You saw a video of him doing promo. He got the clothing lines, people popping out. They hitting him up like, yo, here, boom. You pop their little video up there of them. So it's you basically using everything to your credibility and your standard to get your name out there. And that's very, very important. You know what I'm saying? Getting your name out there. So that's why I like what he did, and that's why I like what he's doing. You know what I'm saying? Because all that fighting shit is over with. I thought that even before that happened, days before it happened, I was like, I wonder if that nigga gonna go to the MMA. You know what I'm saying? Because that's really where people with that, I like to fight when I'm old and shit. Like, hey, okay, well, you eventually end up in the MMA because that's where everybody at. That like to be grown as men and still like to fight. It's a real thing. So you just go to the MMA, UFC, you practice, you work, and then eventually you blow up in that particular industry because you like to fight. The motherfuckers that like to do that, they work out all the fucking time and they do the jiu-jitsu and Brazilian jiu-jitsu, and then eventually they become an MMA fighter. Nothing wrong with it. But with him losing a hand, how you gonna be an MMA fighter? That don't mean you can't be. But it's some shit that you would have to go find you some goddamn trainer to allow you to be able to deal with the fact that you got one hand or no fingers. You know what I'm saying? So it's just something that maybe that's over for him. You know what I'm saying? Maybe doing that is over. And then, and then writing a book. You could just write a book. I even heard somebody say he could do a comic book for the youngsters up there, for extra, doing a comedy book, for the kids in this town or the kids across a nation or whatever, because he got the name. That story went nationwide. It might not have hit the major networks, but the internet is big enough. So it told the story that a person lost their hand that was known. And he said he won $50,000 an interview, but he can get more than that. He can get more than that, because he's gonna need the therapy and the physical help for the rest of his life. You're gonna need that. Like, it's not gonna stop. Even when 10 years down the line, and they say his birthday just passed, so he was making 36, 37, 35 up in that time. So 10 years down the line, you're 45. Now your life is in a different point. Now you might have to lift shit more, or you might have to carry your baby somewhere, or maybe your car stopped on the side of the road. You got to change the fucking tire. All these things is completely out. You can't grip shit. You can't grab shit. Your major hand, you can't throw a hammer. You know what I'm saying? It's basically like you got a he basically became handicapped. I mean, 100% he became handicapped. And that's just unfortunate, So a lot of times you don't know that your life is in a good situation. You don't know that God is blessing you. And then you see somebody else's life and you be like, oh, fuck. I was complaining about this. I was sad about that. I was mad about this. I wanted this. God should have gave me that. And then you see somebody else's life and you be like, oh, fuck. Let me actually be happy with let me go ahead, because you know what? I'm not going through that. That right there would be so much further than me having to live in a car or trying to look for a job, or this girl left me, or I got to find some food, or I ain't got no outfit today. It's like that. These things is way less than walking out the house tomorrow morning and you like this. And that's it. You like this. You stuck for the rest of your life. That's it. That's all you got. Some kind of way, your hand, your fingers is gone, and that's it. So that's something that'll be mentally. You got to be strong. My man AAV said, "Nah, I do boxing. It's tough, man. In the sports like MMA and boxing, where hands are almost everything, and everyone else training just as hard and hard is a disadvantage nowadays." Yeah, yeah, I believe so too, man. Yeah, Lanata said facts. Not to mention the bullies. Yeah, so because yeah, they're gonna be trying to drive out on really reckless too, because what else there to do? It's the internet. You know what I'm saying? So it's like something happened to you, you fall. I ain't finna catch you. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's my time to get on your head. But I think he can handle that, man. I don't look. I know that people say some wicked shit on the internet, but I do believe that everybody don't mean that shit. People just be talking. It's the fucking internet. People, you get to be whoever you want to be. You get to say whatever you want to say. It don't mean nothing unless it do mean something with somebody trying to come find you and do. Obviously it's people who go further, but for the most part, people just talking shit. You know what I'm saying? It's not nothing to carry on and need therapy behind. You know what I'm saying? And it's freedom of speech. It's like getting there and say any fucking thing you want to say. Obviously, if you go too far, you go too far. But how do a person know they go too far unless they go too far? And then you can say, hey, you went too far. You really don't know. You know what I'm saying? So say what the fuck you want to say. It's all right. But I think he can handle that. You know what I'm saying? You're not on the internet really talking and being out there if you can't handle that. You know what I'm saying? Because most times people are going to come and say all kind of shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just the way the world goes. You know what I'm saying? I get on here every day and I get called Jay-Z probably 155, a lot of times. I don't know Jay-Z, never met him. I don't think I even look like him. But if I tell my wife that people say I look like Jay-Z on the internet, now all of a sudden she say, yeah, you do look like Jay-Z. What the fuck you talking about? So it just, that shit don't mean nothing. Calling somebody one-handed and all that shit, especially early on when it first happened to you, that might be a little bit, but I think he cringe. He can deal with it because, imagine being locked in a jail cell and the people next to you in a cell talking about they want to hurt you or beat your ass or jump you or I'm going to kill you. And you still got to sit in the same jail cell all night long till tomorrow or till next week. And they all are saying it through you the window the whole time. Oh, when they open these doors, I'm going to fuck you up. You in the cell like, oh my shit, what the fuck am I do? Or are you in the cell pumping waist and like, yeah, I can't wait till they open these doors. Anybody run up on me, it's gone. What are you doing? What in that moment? Like you're in a house, you're in a cell praying like, God, just free me from this. Like what's happening? You know what I'm saying? And I think in that particular guy's moment, if that's happening to him, the 4 extra kid, I think he yelling back, hey, I don't give a fuck what you do, nigga, on 40 crib, nigga, open this door on 40 Ave, nigga, it's going down, boy, open this door, get for anybody come. I think he's going to be a participant in it. He's not going to sit back and be like, just give me a phone call, baby, they trying to kill me in here, oh my God, I can't do it. I don't think he's dealing with that. I don't think he's doing that. I think he in that like, and he open his door, and when they open the door, I don't think it's nobody outside his cell that's trying to run in there. I don't think that's happening. I think they in there probably even talking shit, or it don't happen to him at all. Because some people, that ain't gonna happen to them. They're not gonna be threatening him. Now if his hand going like this, and he end up being in one of those scenarios, something like that could probably happen. But I don't think he's sitting in the cell like, if I didn't have this hand injury, you just don't know. I think he'd be in that like, strap his hand down, just tie it down, put some tape around me, make sure I can't use it. And then he just gonna go out there with one arm and just attack whoever he gotta go with because that's his psychology. You know what I'm saying? He look like he ain't, yeah. Yeah, I agree. Yup. I think it's just gonna turn him into. He said it just turned him into a more animal. He ain't joking about that. If some animals, they say, if an animal is trapped in a I don't know, the glue trap or the trap that you put them in, whatever, they'll chew off their hand or they'll chew off their foot to go free. And I used to be like, what? What the fuck animal would do some shit like that? But as you hearing about it, you're a kid, you're thinking like, that's crazy. Like, an animal would do that? But he don't want to be trapped. He kept back that shit off. My tail caught, and I'm gone. And then you gonna deal with some pain, like, what if you ain't got shit but a butter knife? But this is what you got to go through. You know what I'm saying? So I think that he'll be all good. And then I think that people want to see you win. And the fact that he had to get a cash app, you know, after he got into the craziness, that's the black outrage. He had to get a cash app because he ain't got that kind of money. And who do? Who got the kind of money sitting around it? If you go into a situation like that, you could just go lean on it and be like, here, $8,000, go ahead. What the fuck? Who got money sitting around like that? You know what I'm saying? And you even know something gonna happen to you. If you have money like that, you're gonna be like, hey, we're going on a trip next month. You're not setting the money to the side in case something go wrong in your life. You know what I'm saying? So that right there, it says enough in its own right. And I've been trying to say her name right all this time. I can't say. I just say LaNative said, I'm pretty sure he's on a mission to make an example out of somebody to prove a point. That's what I think. Yup. Now I wouldn't doubt that. I wouldn't doubt that because, again, psychologically, because you know you gotta go through PTSD. You have to go through PTSD after something like that. You got to go through grieving. You got to go through sadness. You got to go through acceptance. You got to go through blame. You got to go through fucking anger. You know, think about the stages. Come on, y'all. Let's not think. We humans. Ain't none of us. We can talk anything we want to say in this motherfucking comments. I can say anything on this video. At the end of the day, what connects us all at this particular second and period, point blank, future involved is that we're human. And all of this stuff is going to happen to everybody. It don't matter who you are. It don't matter what you go through. You can lose a job. And that could be more devastating than losing a hand. You understand what I'm saying? You could lose a child and be okay more than losing a job or losing a hand. So all of these things is just human interaction. We can't even tell what the hell going on. But when you lose a hand, we all can understand. We all equally, it don't matter who you are, it don't matter when you heard it. You can understand what it's like if you lost a hand, especially to something like that. Like you ain't working at a warehouse, you're not in a machine situation, you wasn't caught up at the job and they was like, my hand caught in there. You know, it wasn't like that. You was just at a party. Yeah, give me one. And now your life changed. So it came from happy to sad. You know what I'm saying? Like you was up and now you down. You know what I'm saying? So and a lot of people, man, that'll kick in some depression. You'll be sad, man. You can't even leave the crib. You lay in the bed. You're like, I'm not getting out. Every time you try to reach your hand up to lay down, you keep remembering your hand on your face like this. You know what I'm saying? To lay down. Like, you remember laying down that we do every night? The humans, every day, we lay down. And you want to reach your hand up on your face. You lay to the right. And you're like, God damn, motherfucking hand gone, man. That wake you back up. Or the pain. And you like, ugh. You keep bumping into shit. You trying to walk through the door, bumping your hand like, what the fuck was that? Move this damn chair. But you stay by yourself, so you gotta move the fucking chair. So this is the fact, man. Hey, we can play games all we want to, but we know for a fact if you lost a hand, man, that's like losing your heart. But nobody can predict the future. So even though he joined No Jumper, and even though he was trying to become a famous person as far as the internet go, nobody could know what's going to happen in his future life. And his future life had that lined up, and it was further sooner than it was further. You know, so he became an internet sensation, and then right after it, he lost a hand. So versus where a person would lose their hand, but it'd be something you hear in the future. Like, remember that dude that was on No Jumper? Like, who? The dark-skinned nigga with the braids. I don't even remember that nigga. He lost his motherfucking hand, though. You be like, damn, straight up. I think I remember doing. I don't remember. No, that shit happened quick. It was like the nigga got famous, bam. You know what I'm saying? He lost his hand. So now everybody else get to go on and be regular, whoever they are. Maybe they was liked on there. Maybe they hated them people on there. They get to go and be normal. But you lost your fucking hand. So now forever long more, you connected with No Jumper and the hand loss, where other people just get to go beat them. You know what I'm saying? So it's crazy. LaNative said, I feel like he feels like they tarnished his name. And I agree with that too, because it's like he associated with them from now on. You know what I'm saying? It's like No Jumper, 4 Extra. You know, even though boy 5'5" Crip was able to move away from that, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know, just maybe the streets thing that he was, you know, just going to jail so many times, he was able to get away from being up under No Jumper so much. But No Jumper is the brand. No Jumper is the That is the reason. That's what motherfuckers is there for. You know what I'm saying? So, and I think it's, I'm not trying to get off into no racial shit, but I think that No Jumper is one of the most dopest studies in blackism, because when you hear about how, let me come from this vantage point. I remember a long time ago, Kanye West said, slavery is a choice. And I used to be like, this nigga's crazy. What the fuck is he talking about? How the fuck could slavery be a choice? And then you fast forward to people like Vlad or like No Jumper, and you see that a lot of black people want to be at their shows, want to be at their YouTubes. And then you be wondering like, but why? Because if YouTube is free for everybody, I mean, everybody can get one. Like, if you want a YouTube, you can get one, and you can name it whatever the fuck you want to name it. Then why do all these black dudes be wanting to be on their shows? I don't understand it. So then you see stuff going out. So maybe that's what they want to do. So they just people like that. They want to be on their show. Then you see shit go down. Some go bad. Some go fucked up. So it would be like, oh shit, that's the type of shit happen over there. All the black dudes would be like, oh go. But they just swing in another group of new black dudes. And then you start saying like, well damn, but it's free to everybody. Anybody can have one. YouTube channels are for anybody and everybody. Why do everybody want to go to these guys' shows? And I started understanding it. I said, you know what? No disrespect for them guys, because they way younger than me. I said what it is that a lot of black guys have the idea that white people stuff is better, or it's ice is colder, or you're going to get closer to wherever you want to get to. So they don't have the me thing. Like when I wake up, I'm gonna make a YouTube. I'm gonna do it. It's like, wait, and I wake up, it's like, shit, what are you doing? What are you gonna do? Okay, cool, let me get over there. And then they had to stand in line with a bunch of other black dudes, and then if he don't get picked this week, then they like, damn, man, it's almost like a Home Depot workers. You know what I'm saying? It's like they stand around, you ride past there, you like, what the fuck? Who finna hire all these motherfuckers? It's like 19 people. But they not there because they bullshitting, they there because some people do fucking hire them. If you sat your ass down and sat there for 6 or 7 hours, you would see them get work and come back and forth. So that's why the people go there, because it's a route, it's a place. He's giving them a chance, but they don't see it from an entrepreneurial standpoint. They see it from, I want to be a part of his shit. I don't give a fuck how it is, if it's dangerous, if it's criminal, if it's federal, I don't give a fuck. I just want to be a part of this guy thing. And the guys do that, and that's their choice. Again, I can't judge them because I'm not them. It's their life. But that does make me wonder, when Kanye West said, is slavery a choice? It seemed like it is, because these guys are choosing to do this. You don't have to be there. It's free to everybody. So just like at the slave times, it's a question. Now, I don't know that one there. Did they have to work on the fucking slave plantations, or did they go down there to find work on the plantations? Don't mean that's a true question. I don't know. I'm not from there. History would tell you, if you study further, you can know these questions already. But my point is, just the question is up in the sky. Just like when Kanye said, is slavery a choice? Is going on No Jumper a choice? Is going on Vlad a choice? Or is that the only way to make it in the industry from these guys' mindset, that they can't see themselves being a success level that they choose because they're not on these guys? They have to be on their platform in order for them to feel that certain way. So it's like, if I'm a filmmaker, like at HoodFilms, I'm not going to feel complete as a filmmaker until I work for a white company. Like, I got to work for Disney, I got to work for Paramount, I got to work for Sony. If I don't fucking do that, then I'm not gonna feel like I'm making a great movie. And I can go and get education in this shit. I can make movies since in my 20s. I can fucking have all this shit you can look at and say, oh damn, I like that. But that ain't good for me. I have to go and work on their platform, or even a YouTube platform that's big as fuck, and it's like they got millions of followers and they do filmmaking and this shit, and it's like, well shit, why would I start HoodFilms? Don't nobody want to give a fuck about what HoodFilms got to talk about. I want to be on their platform. They got all these followers, they do filmmaking like me, and they white, and people gonna accept me if I get hired by them. Who the fuck gonna care if I got fucking 12,000 followers on YouTube from HoodFilms? That ain't shit. They got 3.7 million. That's where I want to work at. And you be like, work. And so people, but damn, why don't you just work for your own shit? Man, shut the fuck. What are you talking about? I got 12,000. They, but that ain't nothing. I want to work for them. And so you just keep seeking that until you get it. And then they be like, okay, we hired you at this particular YouTube channel with the 3.5 million. Now I felt complete. I worked my ass off to get to this place, man. I had all this motherfucking hard work. So now they giving me job. Hey, go talk about this. Hi, I want to speak about. And then sometimes and you know, they just released a new camera. Man, y'all see my video? Hell yeah, boy. I'm not being authentic. I'm not being who I want to be. You understand what I'm saying? Terrible time to say, what's up with you? Watching you in Compton, Cali. Lame, well, I am, that fucks with you. They say I'm one that fucks with you. I appreciate you, young broski. The natives, these white pastors be on the same, be on some BS. Yeah, so that's all I'm saying. So sometimes you have to, I would believe that those guys, and I don't know why they think the way they think, because I'm not them. You know, I came from an era in the 80s where they was talking all this old black power shit and rap music, fight the power. This was like, I'm 16, 17. I couldn't control none of this shit. This was the fucking music of the time. I think the only person that was like talking outside of that mix was like Too Short. Like he was the only, him and like Sir Mix-a-Lot. Them niggas wouldn't give a fuck about no positive rap. They was talking about what it was, you know what I'm saying? Top Authority, different kind of rap groups like that, Ghetto Boys. But most people was on some, you know, positive black people music, you know what I'm saying? But then that kind of switched into what it switched to. So, but I never forgot that because that was just a part of a lot of big time in my lifetime, you know what I'm saying? So, but you know, so that's how my psychology works. So I'm not thinking if I'm gonna do something in the industry, I'm gonna go chase behind somebody else. But I understand the internet is here. These people got millions of people on their platform. If you just get 1 second on No Jumper, you got a whole bunch of fucking crew waiting on you in the background. That's gonna be your fans because they saw you on there. A lot of guys left his show and still got big fan bases to this day because now they can carry over with the fans. I listen to the guy Poetic Flacco all the time. Matter of fact, we watched one of his videos here earlier because I followed him on there. I saw him on there, so now it's like, okay, I see his personal videos. I can see. I don't even know if he on there too much like that now, but I remember at that time he was. So you know, it's just, it comes to that. You know what I'm saying? Like the boy Fro Extra at least built himself a brand so that now if he want to go and take it to somewhere else, he can do that. He can take the brand and be like, yo, I'm succeeding. I'm Fro Extra. I'm making money. You know what I'm saying? Y'all want to holler at me. You want to brand with me, and that's it. Build your own thing. If you piggyback off of No Jumper and all that stuff, that's fine. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing wrong with that. But then build your own thing because these guys standing around, and now you need all this money for your health, and then you hear the guy saying $50,000 for an interview. I'm not giving nobody $50,000 for an interview. Well, you know he ain't talking about $50,000 for no damn interview. He talking about $50,000 for the damn bill they got to pay. Plus you got to pay rent. Plus you got to pay light bill, gas, girlfriend, kids, if you got that. So it's not necessarily, you can take the interview and sell it for the rest of your fucking life. You know what I'm saying? That's what Charleston White was telling him that we heard earlier in his interview about how he could capitalize off of his voice because when you do the interview, the people who are interviewing you own that property now. So it's their ownership of the video. And you can't go back and say, hey, could you give me a copy of this section? No, nigga, I own this. I'm putting this out. You get it off YouTube. You know what I'm saying? And you sit back like, damn, old boy ain't treating me right. He actually is because that's the business. You have to negotiate that up front. Hey, if we want to do this video with you, I want this part of it and the second section of it. You hand me that before I leave. You give me this money up front. It's a negotiation time because all the brands are intertwining. They're not just being one solo brand or one solo brand. All the brands are intertwining. You understand what I'm saying? So if you're going to be with No Jumper and you're going to be with Vlad, here's a way to catapult your brand to the next level. Because you can't deny it. These guys have built the brands. Between the both of them, they probably got 8 million people that'll watch their videos anytime you drop. That's more than people was watching TV shows when we was growing up. You understand what I'm saying? So these are major brands behind those little young black dudes that's getting on those shows. But, you know, they got to keep it rambunctious. They got to keep it gully. They got to keep it gangster. They got to keep it street. You know, it ain't like No Jumper having guys on there with education who graduated last Friday and they talking about what they're going to do to change the world. You know, these are guys that's from the street, from the block, and they personality they are in their hood, they're projecting that on the YouTube. And it's kind of fun to watch because we don't see people like that where we from. You know what I'm saying? They talking like they neighborhood where they from. So it's like interesting, like, damn, okay, that's how they talk up there. That's what the fuck they do. And it becomes entertainment. And so the guy said, help me out. I'm going to make you the money, but you got to help me out financially so I can fucking be taking care of myself. And you see they looking at it and it's like, nah, for extra. No, you got to go find somebody on the internet to give you that $5 million because I'm not doing it. So for extra got to keep going to find somebody else to give him the money. So what for extra going to do? Is somebody going to give for extra money to give him an interview, $50,000, $40,000? I would assume it would have been Vlad that'd do that. But again, it go back to friendship. Vlad gonna look at you like a business transaction. He's not gonna look at you like no friend, because ultimately he want to make his money. And if you ain't the money for him, then why would he waste his time on you? You know what I'm saying? If Vlad ain't finna waste his time on that dude. I mean, I'm sorry. No, what's his name? Not Vlad. Adam 22 ain't gonna waste his time on that guy. You know what I'm saying? Because he can go and replace you in 2 seconds with anybody else from the hood. It's thousands of black dudes standing around, and now they see what you got to do, the personalities that you got to project. They'll go and create a personality. 5'5" Crip, and then you got 4 extra. Okay, well, cool. Let me go and be the next dude that's on Vlad. I mean, that's on no jumper. I would call me race car Ronnie. You know what I'm saying? I pull up. Yeah, motherfucker, I'm race car Ronnie, and I be out here doing my thing. And everybody be like, where you from? What? And you got to name a hood that you from or whatever. And everybody I guess, know you from, you race car Ronnie. Then you got little race car Ronnie. You know what I'm saying? So it's these personalities that they project, and then that's what the no jumper guy can make his money from. So I don't think those guys see that they the ones that's the power. You the one that's the inventor. You the one that's making an actual thing for people who want to come watch. You know, they are creating a platform and sitting back, letting you just do whatever you want to do, and that's the entertainment. But if you thought of this on your own, and some of those guys do, you see a lot of those guys have their own platforms, and they come on no jumper to kind of mingle in the conversation. And there's nothing wrong with he doing. Instead of having a barbershop, he got a platform like that, a streaming platform. You know, there's nothing wrong with it. That's what today is. You know what I'm saying? So if I was younger and I had my homies around me like I did in my 20s and my 30s and all that, my teens, then I'd be having the 9 dudes around me. But at this age, everybody at work, everybody with their kids, everybody doing family life. So it's not like the same. Like if you was running with me in my hood back then, and you'd been like, damn, I don't sit down, but we didn't. But now, you know, your kid's 20 something, you know, you middle age, you ain't running in the streets like that no more. Then what the fuck you gonna do? Where you going? I'm elderly tour of the elderly homes in the city. Hey, check this out. This Shady Groves right here, man. Right off the highway. You know, you see over there. They go Gertrude in the front. How you doing, Miss Gertrude? This my YouTube. Or they say hi to her, y'all. Like, what I'm gonna take y'all? You know what I'm saying? Like, where we gonna go? You know what I'm saying? Like, at this age, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just different. You know what I'm saying? I take you to Menards or some shit like that. We're gonna go and look up things. So it's more like a younger person thing. You know what I'm saying? The streaming, the following the lifestyle and shit like that. Unless your lifestyle depends on that being out there. But you know what I'm saying? So I know that 4 Extra got that. I know that if 4 Extra had a camera following him, people gonna watch. People gonna pay attention. They gonna stay tuned. They gonna rock with him because he already built a brand. And I hope those other dudes on there will find a way to build their own brands, because you got people like my boy on Urban Politics. He called Vlad and them and nigger needers, and no jumper guy nigger needers, meaning that they can't have those platforms if they didn't have niggas on there. But the niggas don't see it. They just be like, fuck that, man. I want to be on here. It's already popping, nigga. As soon as I get on here, everybody see me in an instant. You know what I'm saying? But that's what building a platform is all about. They've built the platforms to such an extent that if they put you on there, you instantly famous. But the thing is, and this will make it crazy, you can get indicted. The thing is, you can get your ass jumped on that motherfucker. The thing is, you can get threatened. Motherfucker be trying to kick your ass, outnumber you. You know what I'm saying? Now you sitting back like, hey, I didn't wake up for this. So you got 1 time or 2, and then Adam ain't involved. He basically ain't got nothing to do with it. Just like a bully, just like an instigator. So he sit back and be like, I just let the place be good. Don't nobody want to hurt him, punch him, smack him in the face, grab him by the neck. You see 1 or 2 guys that'll get tough with him, but they don't actually get tough. They just kind of be huffing and puffing. You know what I'm saying? So his life ain't in danger. You know what I'm saying? But he could have all these wolves around him ready to pounce at any moment, but they ready to pounce on each other. You know what I'm saying? So it's really, that to me is like a real psychological deep dive in the slave trade and what black people have to deal with in America, or even if some of it was self-inflicted, or if you chose to do these things, or if it's just a different time, and that ain't the 1901s or 1844s or 1627s. This 2025. So it's a streaming platform, and everybody want to catapult them way to the top. And I'm not trying to grind to no motherfucking, what they call those things, whatever they call it. I'm not trying to grind to that. It's those guidelines and levels that they want you to meet. I just want to get there, pop off, get on. And if I got to pay my way to do it, I'll do that. If I got to stand around this motherfucker for 2 weekends, I'll do that. But as long as I got them to get up there so we can take care of our people, we'll take care of our family. And I think that's where we at, motherfuckers more locked in with Adam 22 and them, is they trying to find a way to take care of themselves. Punjab was good. I can't say it name. Rejection. However you say that, but welcome, my friend. So y'all, where else are y'all from, man? Let me know where else y'all from, because I know all y'all ain't just from, my man say Punjab. Y'all from somewhere. Tell me where you from. We've been rocking on this whole particular one. You know what I'm saying? So it's just one of those things. I gotta, let me see what, since I can play this. I could play this under this particular pretense, but if I would have played this under another pretense, they probably would have said it was a copyright problem. So under this pretense, I can play it. We're gonna do a review real quick of a new music video by the Clips. All right, well, I gave that a little look, you know, and a little bit. I'd say this is well shot. It got some great cinematic play in it. I ain't gonna lie. And it looked good. It's kind of dark with it, you know what I'm saying? It's not all that high lit, so they go out for the whole little grimy look, you know. And sometimes I don't really understand their rhymes. I ain't gonna lie, you know. They metaphorical as hell. I used to be able to understand motherfucking Wu-Tang and Ghostface and all of them, but sometimes I don't be understanding their metaphors. I do understand their metaphors, but it's like I don't get why, you know. It's like, why y'all saying all this dumb ass shit? But it's their flow, and everybody liking their new album. I'm gonna let Malice rap for 1 second. This the other guy. Let's see what he got to say. This the other brother. He had got religious at one point, but he flipped back. I'll go ahead and tell me one day or soon what the fuck do they be talking about. I know they saying drug dealing shit, but sometimes the metaphors be too deep. I can't keep up with them niggas. And so that's why I never was really a deep fan, because it'd be like, what the hell are they talking about? You know what I'm saying? I be hearing a lot of rhymes. I hear a lot of raps, and I can keep up with it. But like I said, some of their metaphors be so deep. It's like, man, what the fuck these things are? But I am grateful for the fact that they drop some new music, and they represent the older version of people, you know, like older people and shit like that. So I'm happy about that. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know if I'm checking for them like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not like giving a fuck about their new shit, like what they got going on. I'm not, you know. But I am happy for them. They got 2 hours ago. They just dropped that. You know what I'm saying? What's my stream about, Winston? We was streaming about 4 Extra losing his hand, brah. And what's that all about? And how the hell do you get on with your life if you lost your hand, man? If you lose your hand, bro, can you deal with that mentally? Can you deal with 4 Extra situation, or can you have a happy attitude afterwards, days afterwards? Can you be lit? It's been a week. It's been like a little over a week. Or will you be depressed and sad and mad because it happened, and now you're stuck like this for the rest of your life? And there's no change up. There's no fixing it. There's no getting back to normal. Ain't no normal. You know, you want to sometimes get back to normal when you do things, when you go somewhere, when you move back to your place, you want to get back to normal, but it's no back to normal. It's always and forever. It's like your hand gone, that's it. You woke up one day and your hand gone forever. You know what I'm saying? It's gone. It's like fingers is never, and they don't grow back. And we're not amphibians, we're not snakes. So if you lose it, it's gone. You know what I'm saying? So I'm sure they got doctors and all that, but you got to get some money to pay for that, because otherwise they ain't gonna help you with nothing, man. So that's it I got on this podcast. I'm finna dive off of here. Try to do another show for y'all later on today. So watch up here or later at this video down at the bottom, and it'll be more videos that I'm gonna talk about. This was Black Outrage 12, and we went crazy about 4 Extras. So I appreciate y'all listening, watching, subscribing.